I've been using this Chobani creamer, the peppermint mocha, for this week. And is it the best in the entire world with chai? Not particularly. It certainly, I think, would be better with coffee, but as a non-coffee girly who wants the like festive winter Christmassy drink, this was a good option. And I love Chobani creamer all the time. Like, it is just the best creamer in the entire world. Normally I love the sweet cream or the vanilla, but I wanted to mix it up, so she will certainly do for the holiday time and whenever I just want to like feel a little bit more festive. It won't be my everyday one for sure, and I think it would be literally delicious with coffee, but as a non-coffee girly, I've been using it in my chai, and it's not like a 10 out of 10, but I will give her like a 7.5, 8 out of 10, which I think is a win overall. I really do. We have their first combined doctor's appointment today in a little bit, and I would be lying if I said I was not a little nervous about it, because they are both sort of at the age where they don't really like strangers or situations that they're not super comfortable with. She's certainly a little bit more adaptable than he is, but last time I brought both of them, granted AJ's was at his 2-year appointment, so 6 months is a long time compared to 2.5, and Emma's was 6 months compared to 9 months, so like obviously things change over time, but they were like super shy, super anxious, and like wanted to just like be clinging to me the whole time. So Timmy is coming with me, thank God, to this one, but we are bringing both of them, and I am just anticipating that there's going to be a lot of tears the entire time, but I am hopeful that since he's 6 months older, like that's a significant difference, and I am just hoping that he's a little bit more comfortable and not freaking out the entire time, but I have no idea what to expect. So truly everybody send prayers, because I am a little anxious about the fact that we're bringing both of them, and it could just be crying for an hour between the two of them. Cut mine first? Yeah. Cut. Thank you. Cut. Cut. Why don't you sit next to me now, and I'll cut your nails and I'll ask you some questions while I do it, okay? You ready? Yeah. All right. What is your name? Okay. What is your favorite color? Red? What is your favorite number? 1? What's your favorite movie?
Cars 1.
Cars 1.
What I favorite movie is?
We'll have to ask him when he comes down, okay? Back from the appointment now, and honestly, it went just about as good as it could have gone. Like, they certainly did not cry at all. They were like kind of off and on, taking turns, who was kind of upset, and it was really just when people were in the room. Like, honestly, for the most part, when it was just the 4 of us in the room, it was not a big deal, and they were super happy. Emma did need her finger pricked to get her hemoglobin levels checked today, and luckily those all came back fine, but so she obviously cried during that, and then when they got shots, she cried for like 3 seconds, but they both calmed down really quickly. Honestly, the worst part for AJ was the fact that he had to be basically just down into his pull-up the whole time. Like, that was the hardest part for him, and the part that he was the most mad about, but other than that, everything was perfect. Luckily, they both look great. Everything went as good as it could have, and I just put Emma down for her nap. We are quite behind the nap schedule because of this appointment today. So typically, they would go down for Emma's second nap of the day and then AJ's only nap of the day right around like 11:45, 12 every single day, but it is now 1 and they're just going down for their nap now, so I just put Emma down and Timmy is putting AJ down. So we are going to make some lunch now while hopefully Emma is down for even like 30 minutes and just gives us a moment. But we got Chinese food last night for dinner, so I am just going to warm some of that up now. I just got sesame chicken and then some rice, so I'm going to warm that up and eat it a little bit, and hopefully just have a second to like chill while Emma naps, even if it's literally for like 30 minutes they overlap. That would be like the best case scenario, just to like mindlessly scroll on TikTok or watch some YouTube videos, because now that we're in vlogmas season, I have so much YouTube to catch up on at any given moment. So I'm going to watch some of that, hang out for a little bit, hopefully have 30 minutes where she sleeps in her own crib, because she definitely needs it, because we're much past her nap schedule, and then we'll go from there. It's the fact that we put her down quite literally 1 hour after she normally goes down for her nap, and she still only slept 30 minutes. She still only slept 30 minutes. Point in the day, I just like desperately always, we need a little midday pick me up. That is for sure. That is for sure. I have been talking about our sleep troubles for quite some time and how we just like haven't been consistently sleeping through the night in a little bit. We are very much still not sleeping through the night right now because typically one, if not both of them, is getting up once or twice throughout the course of the night. So like a typical sleep schedule for Emma right now is waking up truly anywhere from like 5:30 in the morning until like 6:30 in the morning. Both my kids are just like super early risers. Like they just get up really early and then they're like ready to attack the day, ready to just do all the things. So she could get up really early, but she also could, depending on the morning, sleep until literally 7 and you were waking her up to go out the door before Timmy has to drop her off at my mom's house. Like it is literally so hit or miss, but wakes up anywhere from like 5:30 to call it 7, and then her first nap is typically right around like 9:15, which if she wakes up at 5:30 in the morning is an incredibly long stretch of time for her to sleep. And then she will take that first nap from like 9 to 9:30 at the absolute most. She is a 30-minute napper, like through and through. Like I feel like at this point with AJ, we were pretty much getting at least one like hour to hour and a half nap in at some point, and she is still pretty consistently taking 30-minute naps for all of her naps right now. Like if we get 45 minutes, an hour, it is like the craziest. You are so lucky. But anyway, her first nap is typically 9 to like 9:30, and then from there her second nap of the day typically overlaps with AJ's nap, like I was saying to you guys before, and she typically goes down anywhere from like 11:45 to 12:15 for that second nap of the day. And if after she only sleeps for 30 minutes in the crib, if she will let you rock her and hold her, she could sleep for another hour and a half, but then typically she doesn't always settle for that long. But that nap is typically anywhere from like 30 to 45 minutes. Sometimes you can stretch it to like an hour and a half if you hold her the second half of it. And then her last nap of the day, which is right now the hardest nap in the entire world to get her down for, is the one that she will do from probably like 3:30 to 4:15 every single day, because it's pretty much right when I first pick her up when I am working, and it is just really challenging. She fights that one so much, and I'm trying to figure out if she's ready to drop it, because she certainly acts like she still needs it. Excuse me. She certainly acts like she still needs it. She certainly acts like she's still tired enough for it, but I feel like we're getting to that point where she's like just about ready to drop that nap, because it is a battle. And that is the one where you truly could be rocking her for 30-40 minutes and then she sleeps for 20, but at the same time keeping her up from 12:45 to 1:15 when she wakes up from that last nap to 7 o'clock when she goes to bed is a stretch. So she kind of needs that last nap. Then she goes down to sleep anywhere between like 6:45 to 7 every single night. And genuinely, I am just hoping that she gets to a point where one of her naps turns into anywhere from like an hour to 2 hours, because then I feel like we could transition her to 2 naps. I think she's already in the process of transitioning herself to 2 naps, but I just don't think she's ready for it yet because she takes such short naps. It's like going from, let's call it 2 o'clock if we're lucky, to 7 o'clock is a really long wake window for a literal 9-month-old right now, but that's kind of what she's doing because she is not taking super long naps. So we'll kind of see. And then overnight, honestly, it could be so hit or miss. Pretty frequently, her first wake up of the night is always right around 9:30, 10 o'clock, which is really difficult because it's typically the first opportunity that we have to like sit down and chill for a second after putting AJ to sleep at 8 o'clock and like cleaning up the dishes from dinner and getting everything ready for the next day of work. So that one is always a tough wake up. And then from there, it's so hit or miss. Some days she can sleep through the night until 4:30, 5 o'clock, and then that will be her first wake up of the night / morning. And sometimes she is up at 12, 2. It's so hit or miss right now. And then same thing with him. Like it is just all over the place. The biggest difference between the two of them is AJ is certainly at a point now where when he wakes up in the middle of the night, if we can't get him to settle, he'll just come into bed with us, which I never thought I'd be somebody who would be so okay with co-sleeping. But when you get to a point where you are consistently not sleeping well over and over and over again, you literally just do whatever you need to do to survive. And right now for us, a lot of nights, it does look like at some point or another co-sleeping. So AJ will probably end up in bed with us most nights at some point, where for her, she's super little still, and also the four of us are not sleeping all in bed together, and she doesn't really want to snuggle. Like she really... Exactly. She doesn't really want to snuggle. She doesn't really want to be held and to be snuggled against us. I do think she wants her own space. I just think she wants the comfort to get back to sleep. So when she does wake up in the middle of the night, for the most part, she settles back down pretty easily, where he wants that to be with us the rest of the night. So I don't know. We're kind of just all over the place with sleep right now still. And I'm hoping that now that she has her 2 bottom teeth right now. After she gets her 2 top teeth in, she has one, she's in the process of getting the other one. I'm hoping after we get through that, we have a little bit of a break with like no regressions, no teething, where we can get even a couple nights or like a week or 2 stretch where she'll sleep through the night. So then if we're waking up with one, it's just AJ, and I'm hoping he's kind of transitioning out of that as well. That might be wishful thinking considering he's 2.5, but I am just hoping and praying that in the near future we'll be getting like pretty consistent, like decent nights of sleep with like at most 1 wake up, because right now even that is like a massive win if we were only wake up once in comparison to 2, 3, 4 times between the 2 of them. So it's honestly crazy because I used to be the type of person that like, and I still very much am, like I love sleep, I need my sleep, but it's crazy how before I had kids I was like, I need 7 to 8 hours of sleep to function on a day-to-day basis, and now I'm like, you give me 3 to 4 hours of sleep and an Alani and I can take on the literal world. Like it is just crazy how much your mindset shifts and how much more adaptable you become once you have kids, because you literally do not have another choice. This is Emma's finished lunch. It's literally just an applesauce pouch, and then I mixed in some peanut butter for her. And then this is AJ's lunch for the day. So we have some sausage, some fruit like berries, 2 pieces of cheese, and then some like dried apple crisps. AJ's lunch is always like a snack plate, and it is like the ideal lunch. So lunch for the kiddos today. Since we have moved into this house, we have always wanted to have a fire down here, and this is the first time we are doing it, and I am like, look at how forking cozy that is. I am actually obsessed with it. I have always wanted to have a fire down here, and we just like never really have. We finally got it looked at and like inspected, and we decided to have a fire in it tonight, and something about it, but with the stockings over top of it, it literally looks so freaking cute. Timmy and I decided that we were going to put a fire on tonight. He's currently putting AJ to sleep. We put Emma to sleep a little bit ago, and we decided that we are going to have a little like date night down here tonight. I would say that one of the most challenging parts about having 2 kids is the fact that Timmy and I have kind of felt like for the past 9 months we have been kind of living like 2 separate lives, and often a lot of times it feels like he's with one and I'm with the other, and even in the middle of the night, like he's in room with one of them and I'm in room with the other, or one of us is in a room with one of them and the other one's in bed by themselves. Like it just kind of feels like we are living very different lives right now. And I would say like it has been a very like trying part of our relationship, and I'm really fortunate that we have a super good relationship and a super good marriage, but it has certainly tested us, where if you have ever been so low on sleep, you know, in general, like your patience is super low in general, and then the person that you are the most likely to take it out on is your significant other, or a mom, a parent, a friend, whatever, one of the people that you feel the closest with. So it is really easy when we are just absolutely exhausted because we are getting 3 hours of sleep in a night to be a little bit like snippier with each other. And it has been really challenging because, like I said to you guys, sometimes Emma does wake up at 9:30 p.m. So AJ goes to bed at 8 o'clock. We might literally only have an hour by the time that like we shower, get everything reset for the next day, and then sit on the couch. We may only have an hour where we are actually like interacting, and it's hard. It's a hard balance because a lot of nights by that point you just want to like sit on the couch and scroll on TikTok or watch a show and be just like mindlessly turning your brain off. You have to make such a conscious effort to like engage and talk about your day and make time for your relationship, and it definitely has been something that we have been trying to prioritize, especially the last month or so, because I feel like the first like 6 months of having 2 kids was incredible, but really more survival than anything else, if I'm being honest. And now that they are getting to a point where like we're able to put Emma down and she does hopefully sleep for an extended period of time, and we're a lot more comfortable with the routine and what it feels like and how to navigate two kids where now they can interact, they can play together a little bit more, they can independently play a little bit more. We have certainly been trying to make more time for us and our relationship, and it has felt really, really nice because it is really easy during this like really chaotic, busy, intense season of life to feel very distant from someone that you are so close with and like you just love and you want to spend time with. And it is always so crazy because there are so many days where by the end of the day, by 8:30, 9 o'clock, even though we might have literally been with each other from 4 or 5 p.m. on, where the first time that we have an opportunity to like really connect and interact with each other is at like 9 p.m. after the kids go to sleep and everything has been reset. So we really have to be intentional because there are some nights where like you've just had the longest day and you just don't feel like talking, interacting, engaging, and you just like want to veg and turn on your phone and not pay attention to each other. And we have been really trying to make a conscious effort that like every so often to do at-home date nights or even like go out and do things just the two of us, which typically I feel really, really guilty for, but it is so important because more than anything else, we have each other. Like that's who this whole family started with. So it's certainly been a very busy and hectic time of our life and of our relationship, but we are trying to like get back to the roots of being Timmy and Marissa at the core of it all. And so doing little things like this every so often and like making time for just us outside of being mom and dad has been really, really good for us. But it definitely is like a super busy, exhausting, trying season of life. And if you are like in the thick of it right now with your significant other where like you look at them and you kind of want to punch them in the face sometimes, that is totally normal. It definitely will still happen with kids just in general because it is just hard and it's testing, and you might have kind of different parenting styles or the way that you handle tough situations, and it's something that you guys just have to be really good at communicating with and get through it. And some days are really good and some days are really bad, but at the core, if you remember that you love each other and that you are on the same team, eventually it does start to get a little bit easier. And I feel like we are finally getting into like that season of parenthood of having two where it is getting a little bit easier, and we are able to now just like take time to like prioritize us again, and that has been a really nice feeling. So we have the fire going, nice and cozy vibes. We got ice cream to make ice cream sundaes. We are going to like watch a movie together, hang out for as long as the babies will allow us to hang out before we go to bed. And I have work tomorrow morning, so I'll be up nice and early for a workout in the morning before work. I will see you guys in the morning for our leg day.
Morning, happy Saturday. Let's get into our leg day, but first, I hate how much I love this flavor. I hate how much I love it, but it is so fucking good. It's so good.
Alright guys, I am going to wrap up the video here. I feel like I always get my spark back for creating content when I am filming YouTube videos. Like, I just feel like I was in such a funk for creating content for so long because I like had this imposter syndrome of like, nobody's gonna want to watch the things that I am putting out there. Like, it's boring. I don't do all of these like crazy exciting things that other people do. Like, I kind of do the same thing. Oops. Kind of do the same thing every single day because I'm just like a boring mom of two. So I'm like, who would want to watch me just like chat and play with my kids all day? And then I am like, Marissa, that is literally the videos that you like to watch on social media. It's just like the real, raw, authentic videos of people just like popping their camera up, chatting like you're on FaceTime, and just like going about their day-to-day, talking about their kids' routines, talking about what they're doing. Like, that is literally the videos that you like to watch. So why wouldn't other people want to watch that as well? And it was like a good reality check for myself because I feel like I have just been struggling with showing up online for a lot of reasons. One, because like I said, this season, this like busyness has been a lot. Like, it's just been busy, it's been chaotic, our sleep hasn't been the best. But two, I've just been having this like crisis of like, who would even care about what I'm doing, what my family's doing, and what I have to say. And I was like, these are the videos that I want to watch. Like, genuinely, Vlogmas is always such a good reminder that like the quote unquote boring videos are literally the videos that I want to be watching, where like you're just taking me about your day to day. You're talking about like your Target haul, like the decorations you got at Home Goods, like the crisis that you're having about your kids' eating or sleep schedule. Like, that is literally what I want to be watching, what I want to be consuming. And while I do really enjoy the like aesthetic, like, oh my god, that's so cute, look at that house, look at that routine, look at the edits, the filters, while I love all of that, honestly, the stuff that I gravitate towards more now at this point is literally the videos that are more like real and raw, authentic, and that just feel like a FaceTime, or like the camera is up and you are literally living your day to day. So it has been a good reminder for me. So it's a reminder for you as well, if you needed to hear it, to literally just freaking show up and post on social media if that's what you want to do. Whether you literally have 200 followers or 2 million followers, the people that want to watch you and gravitate towards you are going to watch you whether you have 20 followers or 2 million followers. Like, I think the best part about the community that I've built on social media is it's real, it's raw, and like, you guys see me and have seen me through all different phases of life, and you've seen me at really high highs and at times that I have been struggling, and I've been talking to you guys about things that I've been struggling with, and I think that's an amazing thing. But I just feel like it's been a community that's been built off of like real and authentic content, and I feel like, and I am definitely the type of creator, for lack of a better word, that if you saw me in person, I feel like I am exactly as I am when I show up online, and I really like that, and that is the type of content that I like watching and that I want to consume. So it was a nice reminder to me. But I feel like watching so many Vlogmas videos recently and just seeing other people show up more just like casual and less edited has been a really nice reminder that like those are actually the videos that I like to consume. So those are the videos that I like to create, so that means other people like to consume them as well. So here, that was a good reminder for me, but it's also your reminder, in case you needed to hear it, that if you want to film and post and show up online, just freaking do it. And guess what? If people don't want to watch you, they literally just won't watch you. Like, there is nothing stopping them from swiping out of a video or swiping away or unfollowing or unsubscribing or whatever the case may be. Like, if they don't want to watch, they just don't have to watch. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't post in fear of losing followers, because you'll also gain followers that are following you because they love you and your content and the things you bring to the table. So it was a reminder for myself, and a reminder, if you needed to hear it, that filming and posting and showing up online is hard, but it's also amazing and rewarding. And if you want to do it, just freaking do it. But with that being said, I'm going to wrap up the video here. If you like this video, please make sure you go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. You already know it supports my channel. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell notification so you never miss another video that I post. If you haven't, make sure you follow me on my Instagram and TikTok so you can see other fitness, health, and lifestyle content I post on there. And I will catch you guys here next time.